I got a call, so I had to start the video all over. I don't know how to resume. You guys know I'm not tech savvy. So anyways, I was going through some research yesterday, and I came across this great video where this guy was talking about this virus that was released into the air the same day as the eclipse. One thing that I noticed about, just the collective is that, like I told you guys on previous videos, you'll be thinking of something, the synchronicities will start to happen where you're thinking of something and then somebody will talk about it. Or you'll see something and then somebody comes along and talks about it. Well, the day of the eclipse, me and my son were driving my other son to work, and we saw a balloon up in the sky, and it was way, way, way higher than, like if a little kid drops his helium balloon and it goes up in the sky, and then, eventually it'll pop and come back down. Well, this balloon was super, super duper high, and my son said, gosh, that balloon went way high. And I thought, yeah, it did. Like, I wonder what that's about. But we didn't really give it any more thought after that very moment. Well, according to this video, these people released a virus out via balloons. They sent the balloons up in the sky, and when they pop, they will put this I guess you would call it not a vampire, but a zombie, right? Zombie, a condition that causes people to go into, somewhat of a zombie state of being. And I remember years ago when the movie I Am Legend came out. That movie was so scary to me. And I remember watching it, and people were like, oh, that movie's not scary. You're a chicken. That movie was so scary to me because something in my subconscious knew that at some point this could be a reality for us. That we could actually have people strung out on so much medication until they are literally like zombies. And my mom has been sick in the past. She's had renal failure, and when we talk, she goes to dialysis, and thank goodness she's doing a lot better. She's lost about 100 pounds. She doesn't have to get as much medicine and dialysis treatments as she used to. But when she's telling me about the people that are there with her, none of these people are even trying. Like they they're extremely overweight. They're coming in, they're on all these different kind of medications apart from the dialysis, and they're not doing anything to take charge of their health. I would have preferred my mom to do it a little bit more neuropathic or homeopathic than she did. But my parents are still asleep, fast asleep. And I think that my dad was in the Navy. He was always under a top secret clearance. We lived on military facilities that nobody knew about. A couple of times we were at facilities that nobody knew about. And so I think that my dad has a lot of intel on things, but he chooses to pretend to be asleep so that, or they may have just wiped him, because there was a point that he had a very, very bad drinking problem. Usually when, they have these drinking problems, it's because of all the information that they are getting. And so he had a very bad drinking problem, and they sent him to Bethesda Hospital to detox in Maryland. And when he came back, he was sent to a base that was a little less top secret. So they probably wiped him of whatever he knew at that point. But and this is real life. Like, I know this sounds like what I'm saying, it sounds like a movie, but this is real life. This is the shit that's going on. But anyways, I digress. This virus that they put out here, they said that 200-degree temperatures will not kill it. I mean, it's just that strong. It has already killed several hives of honeybees. As you guys know, where I live, they sprayed for the Zika virus and killed most of our honeybees. So, you know, and we have a lot of farms here. We have a lot of people that do gardening. We have a lot of, gardening, like places that train you how to garden. I mean, like, it's a big thing here because we're so tropical. We can grow almost anything here. But nevertheless, our honeybees were taken out. And so anybody with half common sense knows that if the honeybees are gone and there's no pollination, well, then what are we going to do? So this virus that they've put out, it's basically another method to kill us, just like all these storms and hurricanes and all this other BS that they're doing. Eventually, I'm sure they'll do something completely, cataclysmic to speed up the process if it's not already in the makings, which, we all know that there's more than one sun up there. The Kachina can be seen on the horizon at times when the sun is coming up. So, I mean, it looks like that we're headed for a, huge level of destruction, but I think that the elites are trying to speed it up. But anyways, this virus, we need to be prepared. You guys are, if you're familiar with Dr. Sebi was very much into the alkaline diet, eating things that will give your body electric energy. Also, if your body's alkaline, disease cannot function in your body when you're completely alkaline. So that's something that you could do. I like liquid vitamin C. It's very potent. You can usually order that like off of Amazon or the vitamin shop. It's just liquid vitamin C. It just works a lot faster than the pills. Colloidal silver for non-melanated people. Colloidal gold for melanin dominant people. Those are also things that keep your immune system up. Cod liver oil. When we were kids, my kids were kids. My then mother-in-law, I guess, made sure that she told me about cod liver oil, that it helps your immune system, and that I needed to give it to my kids to make sure that they were, not catching colds and stuff. And it really does work. So those are just kind of like over-the-counter things you can do to combat and keep your immune system up. The main thing is keeping your immune system up, because once you get the condition or the virus, you're done. So keeping your immune system up, keeping your vitamins, your herbs. If you guys have any type of herbalist in your town, I have a great one in my town that, his name is Kit Wass. If anybody's in the South Carolina or Charleston area, their business is Sacred Roots. And they have every herb that you can think of that fixes any and everything you can think of. Everything from inflammation to mucus to whatever. And these people are vegans. They actually follow Dr. Sebi's alkaline electric diet as well. So they're completely alkaline, as well as, using the herbs and stuff. So that's just my take on that. I'm sorry about my meltdown yesterday. I do get really angry and get kind of emotional about things, because I'm an empath and I feel a lot of things, when people are going through it. I can't even watch a lot of the footage from Houston because it makes me feel like it's Katrina all over again, and I nearly lost it during Katrina because I was there 2 weeks prior. So anyways, I'm going to end the video, guys, because people keep calling me. You guys have a great day. Bye.